always know Trupish is always ready.
All right. Looks like there's some motion heating up even at the as they call to the center of the ring. These guys know each other so well. Kenny, they used to be on the Canadian national team. They used to share a room together. Used to be roommates. So I don't think there's going to be any secrets in this fight.
Yeah, this should be a real interesting fight. Walchuk's got to use his jab, and Trupish has to be busy.
It's a traditional style, the boxer versus the puncher, you know. He's coming out. Trupish isn't wasting any time. He's coming out. This is what Trupish wants.
That's exactly how Trupish
Bring the heat on. He wants his...
He comes right to you all the time, and he wings him. Walchuk is just chilling out. He knows it's a long fight, and he's keeping his hands up. And he's really coming back, Walchuk, with some real nice hooks.
There's the Walchuk you know with that long, stiff jab. But he might have got into Walchuk's head. He usually likes to box and counter. He's coming after Trupish. It could be dangerous for Trupish.
Yeah, I see what Mike's got to do now that he's settled stuff down. He can't. He's gonna box him. He can't try and slug with him.
Looks like Trupish is changing things up. He's trying to make Walchuk come to him now.
Seems to be a cut above Trupish's eye already. Walchuk's got to just...
He's got that high guard defense.
Walchuk's got to keep his jab going. He's got to keep his defense sharp.
One thing about Walchuk's camp, they're thinking that Trupish is already cut also. Both fighters are cut. Walchuk under his right eye, and Trupish under, I think, his left eye. Well, it's been a great opening round, Kenny. These guys are giving at each other.
I'll tell you, Walchuk's really placing his punches in there real smart, and he's keeping his hands up. He's really got good defense. Right now, they seem to settle down a bit. Now, one of them's got to take control with his jab and start to relax a little bit and take this thing over with his jab.
This is uncharacteristic for Walchuk to be coming forward like he is, Kenny. He's usually on his back foot. He likes to use a lot of lateral movement and draw his opponent in for counters. Well, he's actually taking the fight to him.
I think he's naturally bigger than Trupish, and I think he doesn't believe that Trupish can do anything to him. So he doesn't have to move and run. He can just keep his hands up and keep his defense good. He thinks that's good enough.
Well, that was an excellent round. Both fighters had their moments in that round, Kenny.
Well, they're going to war now. Let's make some noise.
Yeah, that was a real good round for both guys. I think especially for Walchuk. Walchuk really, his defense, holding the hands up like that, really was advantageous for him, but also throwing those combinations from the body up when they did get inside.
You know, Kenny, this is a third event promoted by Alliance Boxing, and they've done a good job. You know, they've only started in January. This is their third promotion. You know, like you said, I heard you say earlier that John Meadows is one of the hardest working guys in this business.
He really is, and his fighter, Trupish, is a hard worker too, so we're going to have to see if Trupish can keep that pace up.
You know, Meadows is a cornerman, ticket seller, promoter. He does everything right now.
Yeah, one thing about Walchuk, if you'll notice, he's got real good defense. Keeps them hands right up tight. See, what he's going to do is he's got to keep jabbing this guy because he can't. If you keep jabbing at Trupish, you keep him off balance. If Trupish wants to fight at his best, he has to be coming forward and putting the pressure on.
But Trooper has a lot of experience, and he's using it now, Kenny. I wouldn't be surprised if he catches Walchuk coming in.
Well, he's a very slick body puncher.
Yeah, that's his marquee punch, that left hook to the body. Walchuk came back with a nice body shot on his own.
Yeah, you can see both of these guys were national team members, and both are very good fighters. Really nice counter left hook by Walchuk.
The only knock against Walchuk is that knockout loss that he had a few years ago. Kenny and
A lot of times that can happen. That was the Gulliver out of Seattle. And I mean, that doesn't happen very often. I was at that fight, and Michael Walchuk was winning that fight quite handily.
he just
and just got
into
caught.
right
Yeah.
hand.
But he's really on the dime tonight. He's keeping his hands up nice and high. And we all know that Trupish can really put his punches together. So that's really helping Walchuk. It's giving him an ace in the hole.
You know, I think Trupish's corner is banking that, you know, that they could chip away and break this guy down.
Remember, this is a 10-rounder. This isn't a fight that's going to be won early.
Walchuk's coming down. He's coming back with some good body shots of his own, Kenny. Oh, nice left hook counter.
See, right now it's turning into a boxing match, a real slick boxing match. Both guys well-schooled, and they're looking for openings. Walchuk's got to keep touching him with that jab. He's the bigger guy. He's got to keep his jab, and just like that, he's got to keep him off balance. And Trupish has got to look to go to the body, get underneath that jab, and look to go to the belly. Exactly, just like countering like that. Right now, nobody really lands in anything, just trying to, who's going to get control of this fight.
Yeah. They're both sinking in there, Kenny.
I think it's going to be a problem for Trupish to go into the later rounds, because this guy here, 8-1 record, he's been there before.
Yeah.
There's a counter I was talking about, the counter that Trupish waits for.
He didn't land it solid, but he did land it.
Once again, we'd like to thank one of our major sponsors.
Walchuk looks like he's really ready to go to 10 rounds here if he has.